Alright, what is up, guys? Today is December the 9th, currently 4:06 p.m. The market's just closed. And I know I did not make a recap Friday. Friday was a crazy day. Thursday evening, our hot water heater went out, so Friday I was dealing with that most of the day. I did jump on and try to get some trades in, and if I'm not mistaken, I lost every single trade that I made. Let me pull up real quick. Yes. I mean, I did have some winning trades, but I was red on every single ticker that I traded by the end of the day, finishing down. Let me look at that real quick. I think it was like $732. But today actually was my biggest green day yet. Let me just drag over my TraderView. Now, I'm going to show you most of the stats on TraderView just because the first trade I took today, I wanted to get in the first 15 seconds. TD Ameritrade's simulator does not let you trade in the first minute. I don't know if it's a lag thing or what, but it's extremely frustrating when you want to get into something that first minute because it's running hot and you know it's got potential. And I hit the buy button and it wouldn't fill. I hit it again, hit it again, hit it again. And eventually, after like a minute and a half, it filled all of those orders and it threw everything off. But I was like, I guess taking mental trades, like boom, I'm in here. Well, I knew when I wanted to get in because as soon as it hit this, it hit my alert, and then I was like, I want in. So I tried to buy in 2,000 shares. It wouldn't fill. It filled like 80 cents above a whole minute later. So I was watching the stock, and as it was moving, I was taking mental trades. I got in at this point. I'm taking off half here, a quarter here, a quarter here. Because, I mean, if you follow me, you know how I trade and you know how I sell stocks. So I usually take off half my position, 15 cents above where I got in, whatever, go ahead and lock in as much profit, at least half of my profits as I go along. And then I'll take off like a half of the rest of the half, and then half of that, and then I'll sell the remaining position. So we'll go over that whole trade right here in a minute. First, I want to go over the 3 trades or stocks that I traded Friday. Let me pull this down a little bit. So let's see. I am still getting used to this thing. Trades. Friday is going to be right here, the 6th. So LMPX ended up down $132. Bought in at 622, sold at 590. What? Oh man, see, stuff's confusing. 33, 34. How did I short 1200? So I don't know how TraderView keeps up with their notes. Sometimes it's super confusing. Anyways, LMPX finished down. How did it? That doesn't make any sense. So I guess I bought 1,200 shares. So I had 1,200. Oh, I bought 1,200. Then I tried to average down by buying another 1,200. Okay. Then I sold 1,200. And then I sold 400. So basically, the buying here and selling here made me in at 1,200 at 596. And I sold 400 at 632. 400 at 623. So I would have been up a little bit there, and then 600 at 606. I probably would have broke even. And I bought 1,200 shares again at 615, selling at 609. Bought 1,200 at 641, selling at 620. I remember this trade. So I'm already on the chart here. Let me go back. I remember this happening. I kept thinking it was going to break this level here, and I kept buying as it came up to it, and it kept falling. Yep, I remember that happening because I got in super late on that first trade. I mean, as it was squeezing up here, I should have got in, but I didn't. So And the only reason I can't pull up all the information on the platform is because I reset the account earlier to fix the first trade that I made this morning, because it was on LMPX. And I will show you just real quick. See right here, right out of the gates, boom, straight up. And I had an alert at like 680 something, and it was like coming up. It touched 7, came back down, and I was like, I'm buying 2,000 shares at 7, because I mean, I hit the market order in button with 2,000 shares, and it kept hitting 7 and coming back down. So I was like, I should have got filled at 7, but it filled me at like 7. Where did it fill? It was like 780 something. It was like right in here. I don't know. It was crazy. So filled at 7. Take off half at 751. Sell another 500 at 8. 500 at 850. I was waiting on it to go up, and I was going to put the 250. Okay, never mind. It wasn't 500 here. It was 250. 250 to 850. I was going to sell the remaining 250 at like somewhere up here around 9. This candle popped, started to come on down. Sold the rest at 832-ish. So, anyways, that was today, and that was my biggest win on today, which was $1,757. I didn't even know what the total profit was until I got back home, because as soon as I was done trading, I was so pissed off. Like, I didn't even know if I was in the red or green or whatnot, because this first trade that I took, you know, is basically a mental trade, because the platform doesn't fill the first minute and a half or whatever, and it threw it all off. So I had to basically do the math and figure out the trade. And then basically after that, it came back down. I was done. So with that stock, I mean, I made other trades, but okay. So let's go back all the way back. Let's get rid of that. Ugh. So Friday, B hat. Whoops, didn't pull over far enough. BHAT. Let's go back. Okay, we did nothing today. Friday, it was like kind of like a lottery ticket when it play, I guess. It was like, you know, if it catches fire, it's going to go. Let's see, BHAT. Let me look at the details. I got in 1,000 shares at 295 at 937. So 937, 295, 1,000 shares, and I bought another 1,000 at 296. So basically 1 penny above. So I'm in it with 2,000 shares. I probably had it set on 1,000. I just click, and then I sold the 2,000 at 283 at 938. So I was up in pretty good profit, like right here. Not sure why I didn't sell. I don't remember exactly. That was Friday, finishing down 250 on that stock. And then the last one I traded Friday was Sage, and this one really irritated me because I was up on Sage, and then I think I kept trying to trade it and ended up losing money because I kept waiting on it to break $65. And as you can see, it only did it once, and it didn't do it again. So here in the afternoon, I kept trying. It would not break $65. There was just like a solid wall there, and there wasn't like no crazy selling on the ask. It was like 1,000 shares. So I mean, yes, someone was selling $65,000 worth of this stock, but I mean, buyers could have easily bought up 1,000 shares and got it past 65, but they didn't. They just refused. Anyways, or maybe people kept throwing 1,000 shares up. I don't know. I don't know what happened. Let me pull up the trading details from Friday. So about $263. Where's 63? And that was at 944. 944, 63.58. Whoops. 63.58. Okay. So about 200 shares. Sold 50 at 64.40. That's pretty good. 64.44 technically, so. And then 64.81 was another 50, and then I sold the remaining 100 at 64.78. You know, as it was coming down, but not bad. So boom, just basically right there. And then I bought 200 at 64.92, and bought another 100 at 64.28 as it came all the way back down here. Selling 300 at 64.08. Let's see, what time was that? 64.08 at 10:02. Holy crap, I held that for a while. 10:02. 64.08. Dang. And then I bought 300 more at 65.57, so that was up here in this mess. Basically here. Selling at 64.39. Ooh, man. Was I asleep? What was going on? I bet I had it crunched down like this. I mean, sometimes when you do this, you can't really tell that that's a large move, I guess. I don't know. I could have been trading on a small chart. Anyways, that wasn't even the last loss I took. I bought it again, 300 shares at 64.52. See what time was this one? 10:30. So right in here, 64.52. So I'm trying to buy the bottom here, hoping, because you can see like these past candles here, it come down to about there and turn around, and then it did this, selling at 64.41. So at least I didn't hold this one for a crazy long period of time. But either way, finishing down $350 on Sage. And that was Friday. So today, LMPX. We pretty much just, went over that. This is the one that I had to pretty much do a mental trade and go back and like fill in the trades. So if you follow me, you know how I trade, you know how I sell stocks, you know I wouldn't bullshit. Because I mean, if I was one of those people that would just make stuff up, I wouldn't have. Well, let's just show it like this. I wouldn't have this red day right here where I lost $5,564. You can't even see all that. Boom. I wouldn't have this day if I was a person that made shit up. So that's why. Oh. Honestly, it don't matter. If you follow me, you know how I trade. So, $7 is where. Let me pull up my TD Ameritrade on my phone real quick. I'll tell you exactly where my alert was hit. Triggered LMPX. Mark at or above 657. So let's see why I had 657. 657 was basically the top or the high of the day before, of Friday. So at or above Friday's high. So if you look at it on a daily chart, ooh, and this is a recent IPO. I forgot about that. So this is like the third day it's traded. You know, I'm going to trade it tomorrow too. So I had an alert set that if it got above the day before's high, to immediately get into it because I wanted to trade it. So the alert was hit at 657. I immediately typed in the ticker, pulled it up, and I'm like, bam, buy that. And it was just like bouncing around, wouldn't feel. So I was frustrated. I hit buy like 2 or 3 times, and I was like canceling the orders. And when it was way up here, it was like, and sadly, I don't have any of this recorded because I forgot to open OBS this morning. So it's been a week I'm telling you, Friday was terrible. Saturday I was sick. Sunday I worked. And then we changed my son's toddler bed, or crib, to a toddler bed. So, didn't get a whole bunch of sleep, because that was interesting. If anyone out there has kids, you went through this, you know what I'm talking about. Anyways, let's get back to the trading. So, LMPX, $1,757. That was my best trade today. TGTX. I lost money on this one. So TGTX, you know, it was running up. Somebody called it out, said it was doing great. I look at it. Let me see. Let me pull up the details. Bought 1,000 shares, which was kind of aggressive, at $9.58. I was hoping to see $10. Honestly, that was all I was looking for. So I sold 500 at $9.56. I guess trying to just reduce the risk, and then sold the remaining 1,500 at $9.42 as it couldn't hold up. So $9.40 was pretty much the support level for a moment, but then it cracked down below it. It wasn't a huge loss. I wasn't really too upset about it, I guess. FTSV. This one was a really good trade. FTSV. Let's see. FTSV. Let me pull up the details. Oh, God, I traded this one a bunch. Let's see. 200 at 23. 500. Okay, so I market ordered twice as it was about to get halted. So this stock got halted, I think, pretty sure. Yes. So it got halted right here at 23. Well, my field price was 23.19, even though it actually got halted at 22.82. Need to fix that because the simulator is sometimes, like when you market order in, it fills you at just weird spots. Like, I mean, if the time in sales is going through and you can see where, it's about to get halted, it doesn't sell past that point. So why it sold that high or market ordered in that high, I have no clue. So comes out of the halt, doesn't do a lot here. I sell 200 because I'm holding 500 shares. I sell half, 250 at 24.50 or 24.49. So right here. Sell half here. Sell 100 at 25.06. So right here at that line. Oh, just above the line. So 25.06, whatever. Sell 50 at 25.35 and 50 at 24.87, and the remaining 50 at 23. So the last 50 took a small loss, but still finished up pretty good on the trade. Then I bought 300 shares at 24.14. What time was that? 10:01. 10:01. 24.14. I probably took a loss on this one. So basically this line. Ooh, selling 100 at 22.51, 100 at 22.52, and 100 at 22.51. I must have hit the market order out button like 3 times. Like pop, pop, pop. Then about 400 at 26.26 at 10.20. Ugh, let me make this better. So 10.20. Boom. Okay. 400 shares at 26.26. 26. Wasn't on the candle very well, but there it is. Selling 100. Oh God, this terrible. Anyways, so sold 200 at 27.27. Then I sold 100 at 27.55, and so that's 1, 2. Okay, now I know what's going on. So I'm sitting here. Let me pull it over here. I'm seeing, okay, I got 400 shares. I sell 100, I sell 100, I sell 50, and it says I'm still holding 150. Like, where the hell does the other shares go? Boom, there's a whole nother page. So, I'm still getting used to TraderView. Okay, so let's start over. 400 shares at 26.26. Selling 100 at 27.27, 100 at 27.55, 50 at 27.77, just keeps going up, 50 at 27.82, 50 at 27.95, and then the remaining 50 at 27.70 on the way down. So my best fill was at 27.95. So bam, crushed it. And that was FTSV. That was all the trades on that. DMTK did deliver. I made $851 on this trade. Oh wow, this one was like the lottery ticket. So this trade is obviously trading on crazy low volume. Let me pull this crap over. So I just got in 500 shares at 12.62 just to see what would happen. Let me move over here. And I traded from my phone on this one because I had to leave the house. I left the house at like 10:30 something. So I got in. And honestly, I kind of forgot I even was holding these shares. I just opened my phone to see what was going on in the market. And I seen I was holding 500 shares of this stock. And it was like... It's like a 1045. It was somewhere in this range here. And I was like, holy crap. So I put out an order to sell half, because I always sell half, at 14. And it got filled. It was like, ding. I was like, ooh. So then I put out an order to sell 150 at 14.50. It got filled. I was like, holy crap. So I put out an order to sell 50 at 14.75. I was just going in like, whole increments. Boom, it got filled. And then I was watching it by this point because it just kept going, And I noticed it kept hitting 15, kept hitting 15, kept hitting 15, or well, 14.99. Never hit 15. And I put an order to sell at 15. It didn't get filled. Finally, I lowered the order to 98 because 99 was on the ask and it got filled. So on this crazy low volume lottery ticket play that I market ordered in way down here, I made $851. Now I wasn't worried about it flushing down. I mean, it did here, but after it was up, almost $3. But I honestly didn't expect it to do this. They did call it out in chat this morning. Deck called it out. Let me see if it's a recent IPO. Maybe that's why. No. It's got a weird daily chart. Maybe because it's, 3 green days in a row or something. So, but even then, it's a crazy low volume stock. I mean, this day 4,000 shares, 1,000 shares on that day. And these days that look like they have big candles, 160,000, that's not a lot. Today, 186,000, that's nothing. But anyways, it actually worked and paid off, and that was awesome. Let's go back. One more trade, Sage. I lost money again on Sage today. Sage is really getting on my nerves. I don't think I'll trade it again. Look at the details. Let's see. Bought 100 shares at 65.39. It finally broke 65 for one candle. So I had an alert, I think, set on this one. Sage 65.22. Yep, I had an alert at 65.22. Where did I get filled in? 65.39. So the alert goes off. I come over. I buy it real quick because I'm thinking it finally broke 65. People are going to buy this thing up. It's going to 70. Nope. So on the way back down, I sold half at 64.66 and then the other half at 64.57. And that was all the trades from today. So Sage lost $77. DMTK made $851. FTSV made $747. TGTX lost $230, and LMPX made $1757. Now, when I was thinking about it while I was driving to the library, because on Mondays I take my boy to the library. They have a reading thing Bunch of kids come. It's really fun for them. But so as I was thinking about it, I was like, man, I don't know if I made like $1,000, $2,000, something crazy, but $1,757. I'm happy with that. Now, the only crappy thing is, let's see, go to reports, calendar. I am still red on the month, even after finishing up $3,000 today. I'm still down like $280 on the month, which is, you know, I'm fine with that 100%, because I mean, obviously on that Tuesday, the 3rd, losing 5,500 kind of dug a really big hole. So I'm going to do the math really quick. Plus 748 plus 186, what a weekday, minus 732 from Friday, which I did not make the recap on, and then today 3048. Yep, so down $284. So yeah, so maybe tomorrow I'll be able to get back up into the green for the month. Remember, my goal for the month is to finish up $2,000. I don't have to do that this week. I don't have to do it next week. But by the 31st, I want to be up $2,000 in December, because I did so well in November. I don't remember how much. I think I finished up like 9,000 or 9,300 in November. So, I mean, if I finish up 2,000, you know, I'll be up 11,000 for the last 2 months of the year or whatever. I want to basically get, I'd like to see 15 grand by the end of the year, but I mean, my goal is 2,000 for the month. I'm not going to shoot for something crazy and try to make $6,000 more. I mean, I might, but I won't. So from Friday and today, my average has come down quite a bit. It was up to 60%. Now it's back down to 53%. So I've made more losses, or I've had more losing trades than winning trades. My winners have just been bigger. My average loss has gone up as well. This was like 195 or something. Now it's 300. My average winning trade, I think, went up just a little bit. My largest gain went up, but my largest loss, well, I'm hoping that will be my largest loss for a very long time. Very long time. All of 2020, I hope I don't lose that much on a single loss again. So, that's my stats. There we go. Should have just hit that one. This is just, that draw down there is, makes me sick. And then I got these 2 little days here, and another drawdown, and you know, big day today. This is my biggest green day, but I mean, my biggest loss is so much bigger than my biggest green day. It's just sickening. Maybe one day I'll have like one of those $10,000 wins, but it's not. I'm not gonna try to do it this month. I just want to finish green for the month. So, anyways, that's the recap for basically Friday and today, Friday and Monday. We'll be back at it tomorrow to try to make some more money. All right, thanks for watching.